back, it's Matt Rogers, Monday, 19th, 6th, 2017. And at first we're going to look across at those Alaska cams as well. And also with this chemtrailing, I believe it's to do with global depopulation. These government criminals have been at it for a very long time, putting chemicals in our waters, in our vaccines. I mean, we're seeing this all the time, aren't we? So let's look at these Alaska cams, and then we're going to see a load of excellent images from subscribers around the world, images that have come in. Okay, this cam in Alaska is called the Sol Dotner cam, southeast. Timestamp there, you can see the date, Monday 19th of June 2017 at 4:54. Now, this is the opposite side of the sun. They're chemtrailing on the opposite side. So I'm going to flick through this these images for you. Okay, you can see blatantly that they start chemtrailing on this on these skies. This is all toxins, aluminium, that the government spread and spray up there above our heads all the time. And as I've said before, this is going into our lungs. We're just breathing all this trash in all the time. And more of these webby chems falling down to the ground that I spotted again this morning. We can see this. Just our natural clouds have disappeared. And again, the weather channels are saying they're just natural clouds. Now we know that they are blatantly lying now. And we also know now that this huge object that's up there in space is up there. I mean, we just know this because we see the huge red reflections. I mean, these cams images just prove. I mean, look at this, the trash. I mean, you can see how these chems open up and descend in the sky. I mean, look at this. It's just absolutely outrageous what they're doing every day now into our skies. And also the temperature just keeps climbing here in the UK, and many other people that I've spoke to this afternoon, they're all worried about this. They've not seen it as or felt it as hot, and it's a different type of heatness that's on our skin. It's very dry, dries us out. And when going into shopping at shops, I've noticed that the air conditioning units have been turned up a lot higher than they were last year and the year before that. You can walk in and it's very icy. So people are starting to notice and having to turn up things. And I mean, in the daytime they're putting the lights on, the headlights on, as that object that's in front of the sun that's causing that shadow. This is called the Seward Southeast cam in Alaska, and you can see the halo. It's back, and this halo is covering those objects out there, Helion, Nibiru, and also the brown dwarf star. They use this technique to cover those objects. I mean, look at the size of this. They're mirroring everything. They're using technology up there, aren't they? And all this haze, it's not natural clouding. This is all chems. They're using these military planes all the time to cover everything. And I just want to go through the footage to show you that what they're doing. Because here, again, over here in the UK, I mean, it's just bombarded with aluminium. We are all breathing metals. These metal toxins are very harmful to our brain, to our lungs, to our bodies. I mean, people are starting to look really stressed and very, very ill and confused, but they still go on their way. And this is what humans are like. I mean, we all are survivors. We have a survival natural technique in our system, and we would just carry on. And we're going to see the big flood, and we're going to see the rapture. I mean, we're going to see the pole shift in the near future. I just wish that I knew when, but I do see those skies that are changing much more. If you flick through the previous work I've done on the videos from the beginning, you'll see those changes, and it's just getting a lot worse now. The halo is getting bigger. I would also like to say thank you, all of you that are sending comments in and messages. There is so much respect out there and so many people that are wide awake to this whole situation. So again, to everybody, thank you for sending those messages in. I try to reply to you as many times as I can, but I've got I've got to carry on with my family and things as well. I've got lots of things to sort out through the day and work and everything. So, but I will try and get to you, all of you, and leave a reply to all of you. But again, on the screen here on this Alaska cam, you can see that halo. I'm going to move through the cam. You can see this. I mean, it's just right in our faces now that the halo has got a lot bigger. Really has got a lot bigger. And also the people on the land there as well. I mean, it's very, very dark, isn't it, for 10:06, 29 seconds AM in the morning. It's far too dark and dim. I do believe that many people around the world are now starting to look up to the skies and notice that there is huge changes up there. And it's just around the corner, is it? This big event is just, we're at the brink of it now, aren't we? We really are. This is called the Agate Cam, and this is northeast. And this is where I spotted that object up in the skies northeast. Now this is on an Alaska cam, 8:56 and 26 seconds in the morning. And if you look carefully, you can see an object. Again, this reflection of a celestial body. It's not supposed to be there in that part of the solar system. Let's just go through this cam. Okay, you will see it fades off again. Okay, let's go through the cam again from the start. You can see that sunrise, that red reflection to either side, can't you? Because these objects, they're with our sun right now. And when you go through the skies, you just catch glimpses of this object, can't you? Just focusing northeast on the cams, on this cam. But you can see that clearly, can't you? It's not a lens flare, it's an object. There's a reflection of a huge celestial body that's lurking out there in the inner solar system now. This one's a Pedro Bay East cam, and it's just clearly where they're just throwing everything up there now, aren't they? All this barium and throwing everything up there. I mean, again, you can see that it's very dark. So let's go to some brilliant subscribers' images and see what that's been spotted on by these very kind people, because you all are very respectable people. And let's have a check on these images. Okay, these brilliant images were brought in by Heidi Barnes, another fantastic subscriber, and you can see clearly those chemtrails. And she is getting very worried about it as well, because it's so noticeable now, isn't it? And seeing the red reflections up there. I mean, there's a reflection here on the screen. Can you see this here? Going up the way like a rainbow effect. I mean, all this trash, we're breathing it all in, aren't we? There's objects everywhere, isn't there? I mean, I'm going to go to the next image now. Heidi, this is absolutely a stunning picture. You can see that the sun, this is before the sun comes up. Okay, at 6 AM in the morning. I mean, look at the chemtrailing. I mean, over there they're seeing these objects, aren't they? I mean, there's two light sources on this image. Here, and another one here. Can you see this? It's being heavily chemtrailed. And they are already spraying to hide the binary twin and other heavenly bodies that are out there in our solar system. We're seeing it all the time. So let me go to another image of that Heidi sent in. Yet another fantastic image. Now, to the right side, this is not the sun that's coming up, but we've seen this on other high definition cams. This celestial body that's behind those chems, that's lighting up behind the chemtrails. Look at this. There's an object, I believe to be Nibiru, that's reflecting all the time. These colours in the skies is not from our sun. This is from a celestial body that's incoming now. I mean, Heidi, this is a fantastic image. And it's noticeable that the trees have lost their life now, haven't they? And all this toxic waste that we're breathing in, and Heidi's breathing it in, and many people, thousands and billions of people around the world, and local people where this lady lives, are breathing it all in. Let's go to another image that she's showing us now. Can you see what she's done here? What she's done is she's zoomed into the image. Again, there is something that's behind those chemtrails. A huge reflection. And this is what it's all about. It's all about the reflections. We're going to see these multicolours up there in the skies, which the Mexico's cams and also the Swiss cams, they're all seeing these reflections. And look how they've chemtrailed in front of it. Because if these chemtrails weren't there, then Heidi would have caught it, would have caught Nibiru. Just a fantastic, outstanding shot, because I just know that that celestial body is behind those cams. And we all do, don't we? We all know that these objects are up there. And again, more false flags around the world are happening as government are panicking. They just don't know which way to turn. So, yeah, just a fantastic image. Let's move on to another image. Okay, what the kind lady subscriber's done, she's waited beforehand to notice, to show you the red reflection that's up there. And you see this huge red reflection that I noticed that early morning going down on the horizon. This is the same colour that we're seeing in the skies. There's two colourings. You've got the sun, but you've got that red reflection coming from Nibiru. It's in our system now. This is a natural event that's occurred before. So we are heading for a serious pole shift. So let's go to another image. But Heidi, again, thank you for all these images you're sending in. It's a treat to show all the subscribers that what you're seeing. And there is hundreds of other images coming through, and I'm just going to keep going through them and keep showing the footage to the people. Here's another image of that red reflection. And I said before, didn't I, that the skies will change from blue to red. And this red will cover the whole of our Earth. We will see just red skies. And I always say this, don't I, that the powers that be will just turn around and say that it's us, it's caused by pollution. Until the very end, we're seeing these on the Swiss cams. Barbara from Switzerland is seeing this red reflection. We are all having the same skies all the time. Here's another image from Heidi. I mean, look at this. This red colouring in the skies. Very strange, isn't it? It's so dark and dim. They're seeing this huge red light source. So again, Heidi, thank you for bringing these in. This is what we see here in the UK as well. So again, Heidi, thank you. And look at the plant life. It's just not healthy, is it? And I mean, you can just see those two reflections, the two colourings up there. So, yep, fantastic images. This is a very important image because we are seeing this, the opposite side before the sun rises. This red haze, I believe to be a reflection from Nibiru. I mean, also on the other cams, the Alaska cams, we're seeing the same red image on the horizon. It's going to get stronger, it's going to get a lot worse. We're going to see this red reflection covering all of our skies every single day. It's not going to be blue anymore, it's going to be red. So just to be very, it's important, isn't it, to be persistent and constant. And I respect all of you for sending these in because you are being persistent and it's fantastic. This outstanding, spectacular image has been brought in from 1965 Jackie. I mean, she's seeing this change as well. I mean, look at it. I mean, look at the dimness of the sky above. You can see this, can't you? It's very dark. I mean, the sun just doesn't look the same over there where she is. And also, you can see another light source that's behind this chems. Can you see this? Another object that's behind. I mean, the clouding is, I mean, you can see that, can't you? I mean, look at this. Very dark, isn't it? The wrong, different colours all the time. We didn't see this in the early years. It's just completely changed all the time. So, Jackie, thank you for sending this in. It's absolutely marvellous image. It's absolutely superb. But you can see the changes now, all the time. Here's another absolute stunning image by Jason Hander. I mean, look at this. You can see clearly what they're doing, can't you? And this guy is wide awake to the truth, like all of you are. Those chemtrails, those lowered natural clouds being burnt away, and a haze on the left hand side. You can see this orangey haze that we're seeing. We're all seeing the same thing, and I've said this before, haven't I? And the trees are they're just not very healthy anymore. I mean, look at the state of the skies, and we're breathing it all in. So let's go to another image that Jason's brought in. Jason, this is a stunning image, okay? And this also is in the UK, but you can just see those colours. And there's an object that's illuminating on the opposite side of when the sun rises. I mean, there's an object, a colouring there, and they're covering it up all the time. I mean, look at the trash and everything. And I just want to produce, I mean, I am blown away by these images, and it's so good to be able to place them onto a video so we can see what's going on, because many people are still not looking up because they just think, well, these are just natural clouds and these are just natural clouds. But early hours of the morning, the military is spraying our skies to hide these truthful objects. Nibiru is above, straight up in the inner solar system now, and they just want to cover the truth. The moon, again, early hours of the morning, was very yellow and lemony colour, and it was very low, and then it went straight up and disappeared. And I mean, it's just, we're just coming very slowly to the truth, and I believe that, again, I believe that there is going to be a huge problem just around the corner. I mean, now we're in June, aren't we? Okay, in the Northern Hemisphere in the UK, and it's now hitting 30 degrees. It's very hot, okay, and it will climb because we've got this climate change, this whole situation, okay, with this temperature rising all the time. Okay, now the change is because of these the brown dwarf star, Nibiru, Hellion, and the moons, okay, and the big problem with the sun right now with the coronal holes. Because when the temperatures climb up to 40 and 50 degrees, then I believe that people are going to start waking up. But that's too late, isn't it? Because that's just going to burn every single healthy situation on the planet. Look at the trees again down below. You can see where Jason's taken this image. The trees, the healthiness is gone again, isn't it? Off the trees, the branches, it looks like a winter. Because this is what the trees look like in October, November, December. But they should all be healthy now, and they're not. And we're seeing those guys as well, Jason, over here in the northeast. So again, thank you for sending these in, and we'll look at some other subscribers' images. Okay, you can see this now. This is from a very kind subscriber that's brought this image in, called Tanja Otto. I mean, look at this. There is a huge reflection coming from the Nibiru system. Now, you can't tell me, I mean, the thing is, we have never seen these clouds before, this colouring, this reflection. This is not from the sun. This is from a huge cloaked object, okay, to be Nibiru. Also, if you look on the screen here, there's a thick spot here. Can you see this? Okay, because these chemicals can't combine properly with each other. I mean, it's all the trash and everything, isn't it, as well? And like as Becky Lewis said on a fantastic channel, that part of this as well is part of the Nibiru system, because the Earth's magnetic field is being affected by the Nibiru magnetic field, the binary twin, the sun. Everything is all agitated right now, and our cloud system is being pulled back and forth, and the moon is orbiting in all sorts of directions. And on the 21st of August 2017, when we see that eclipse, we really need to study the skies, and please take as many pictures as you can and send them in to me, because I will show these on videos, and I mean, we will search and scan them images, because I guarantee it, we will see the system on them photos. I'm going to show you another image from Tanger. I mean, let's have a look at another image. Okay, this is another image, okay? And as I said before, I mean, look at this. Look at this. These shapes, very strange, aren't they? Okay, the chemtrails. And this pink sky, we will see this. We will see this all over the world. And I believe the Sumerians in the past, they saw these thick, pink, reddy skies. And these strange clouds. As I said before, if any of them Sumerians were still alive to this day, they will say that these are the changing times. I mean, there's people out there that know this 100% that this is going to happen. But again, news media and also the government will try and slam them shut. They don't want the truth to come out, do they? So, again, just another fantastic image. So, we're going to go to the next image from Tanger as well, because, I mean, these are stunning as well, aren't they? This is the last image from Tanger, but again, when you see this, I mean, this is like the first image, but very strange, isn't it? I mean, look at this. Just a very strange looking chem, isn't it? I mean, look at the shape of it. I mean, what is it? Some kind of demon? I don't know. It's just very strange, isn't it? It's a very strange shape. Is it a cloaked object? But I believe, again, with the colouring of this chem, okay, the colours prove that we've got Nibiru in our system, because it's the same red colour that I saw that night. And everybody, when we look at the skies, we're seeing these red colours, these strange formations of these clouds and these chemtrails. So again, thank you for sending these in to me, and let's go and have a look at some other subscribers' images. Okay, this is Rocco that sent in images from last night on the video. I mean, he is out persistently. He doesn't stop. He's out all the time. I mean, there's bags and bags of images that are being brought in by him, and I will go through them all. But I mean, look at this. It's so clear, isn't it, of those trails and that red reflection as well over in Sweden. He's seeing this. He goes down the beach early hours at the morning, and he notices these trails. So yeah, just absolutely fantastic. This is another fantastic image by Rocco as well. So this is a sunrise, but I mean, look at this red reflection that we never saw before. This red haze. Now, we saw this last year, but we didn't see it in the 1990s. Some reflection there, isn't there? This sun becoming a haze. So fantastic, Rocco, for sending this image in. Okay, this is the last image, again from Rocco. You can see that red reflection, can't you? And also, this is what Barbara saw in Switzerland. And all the other subscribers that have sent images in. You can see that red reflection, can't you? So, again, I'm going to go now, and I will do another video shortly. So, respect to all of you. And I will be back very shortly, because I respect every single one of you. And it's just keeping going, isn't it? We just got to be persistent and keep going. So take care and respect again to every single one of you from Matt Rogers. These Alaska cams, and then we're going to see a load of excellent images from subscribers around the world, images that have come in. Okay, this cam in Alaska is called the Sol Doppler cam, southeast. Timestamp there, you can see the date, Monday 19th of June 2017 at 4:54. Now, this is the opposite side of the sun. They're chemtrailing on the opposite side. So I'm going to flick through these images for you. Welcome back, it's Matt Rogers, Monday, 19th, 6th, 2017. And at first we're going to look across at those Alaska cams as well. And also with this chemtrail, and I believe it's to do with global depopulation. These government criminals have been at it for a very long time, putting chemicals in our waters, in our vaccines. I mean, we're seeing this all the time, aren't we? So let's look at the... Okay, you can see blatantly that they start chemtrailing on this on these skies. This is all toxins, aluminium, that the government spread and spray up there above our heads all the time. And as I've said before, this is going into our lungs. We're just breathing all this trash in all the time. And more of these webby chems falling down to the ground that I spotted